more than 10 people, because that one person is dependent upon by quite a number of people. So we are here to start our Ukombozi Rally. We are saying that it is the Kenyans themselves who will liberate themselves. The next year's election is an election which is going to determine the future of this country. And as the Green Movement Party, enough is enough. We must change and have a government that looks and cares about the needs of the people. When it comes to arid and semi-arid areas, and you know we have 27 counties which are under arid and semi-arid areas, need to carefully plan. As a government needs to carefully plan and find a way of irrigation, conserve. There's a lot of water, that water, and even from the rivers in the area. If that water is channeled properly, we will have a lot of food coming from those areas. Furthermore, we also need to care about the people who live in those areas, their livestock. So, that's among the things that we are looking to, and we are telling the people of this area, it is you yourselves who are going to liberate yourselves. So, vote a government that is going to take care of you. The cost of living is unbearable for Kenyans because of corruption. Corruption has been there for decades, but it has reached an all-time high under the Ruto administration. All the programs that this government has come up with are literally looting schemes. We know what is happening with SHA. We even saw the e-citizen. These other programs. Forget about the wastage that government is involved in. You cannot, and as a result of that, what the government is trying to do is it can remain afloat. You cannot tax a country into prosperity. You need to organize your economic activities in such a way that the ordinary person is able to operate and generate income. And if you plan it properly, the taxation can be low and yet economic. There is no any other way we are going to have to liberate. The cost of living, as I say, has been worsened by the recent increase of fuel prices. We know what is going on in the Middle East. That is not the major factor that has created a problem. The major factor is taxation. Kenya, the taxation through fuel consumption is the highest, and that's why the pump prices in Kenya are the highest literally on the continent of Africa. Even countries like in the country, the transporters are saying, look, we can't operate. They don't know whether to increase the costs of also in a difficult position. If they don't increase, they will be driven out of business. So those are among the things we want to look at. Those are among the things we want to hear the views of. Thank you very much.
What is your view on the finance bill?
The finance bill, it is worse than the one of 2024, which drove the youths to the what? To the streets. And this is because, as I said, the government wants to raise money through taxation. And that is extremely difficult. If you are going to come up with items of taxation that are very high, it is going to be very, very difficult for Kenyans to survive.
Unadhani bei ya mafuta ambayo inastahili kuwa katika mauzo kwa sasa inastahili kuwa fedha gani? Petrol diesel kwa sasa hivi bali na kile ambacho kipo.
Kama unataka kujua vizuri mafuta kwa nchi jirani, utaona yako chini, na ukifuatilia uone ile kodi ambayo iko kwa mafuta, kila kodi fee iko hapo, na hiyo road maintenance juzi tunaona inachukuliwa kutoka hapo inaenda kulipa mambo mengine badala ya kushughulikia mambo ya barabara. Ni shauri ya kodi ambayo imeongezwa kwa bei ya mafuta.
Okay, what is your comment about oil exploration in Turkana? You've heard from the opposition, leaders. According to them, they see that it is a scheme. This is something the government is trying to exploit resources without considering the aspect of the community. You've heard of the 85% recovery, profit from the Gulf Energy, and then the community will then afterward, and start gaining the profit after, the Gulf Energy as benefited first. What is your opinion on the entire aspect of the oil exploration in Turkana?
Thank you. Turkana is one of our counties which has natural resources, and the main resource that is here is oil that has been discovered. This has been kept secret. It has not been an open kind of discussion, so that we know how this is going to be done. How do you bring in, those who are exploiting, getting the oil without factoring in the local, local people? The fact it can't be that they have to recover their investment first before the local people can get their share. Supposing they don't recover, it means then they just come, take everything, and go away. And you also need to understand how this is going to be done. There is no transparency in how the oil is going to be gotten, and then the percentages that are going to be there. The law is very clear. There is a percentage for the local people. That must start from the very beginning. It can't be said that it is going to be there at the end when the investors have recovered their costs.
Mwaka 2017 wewe ukasema kwamba uchaguzi wa Kenya haukuwa sawa, haukuwa huru. Lakini tumeona kwamba tume hili iliendelea tu na shughuli kama hizi zilipokuwa. Sauti ya mahakama haikusikizwa. Je, unadhani huu msukumo wa leo kupitia unadhani serikali itasikia huu msukumo?
Hiyo msukumo watu watahusika zaidi ni IEBC, sababu ndio wana security na kila kitu. IEBC haina wajibu wowote isipokuwa kuhakikisha ya kwamba kura ya mwaka ujao ni kura ya haki. Why we said it was not clear last time is because the law was not followed. We were being given numbers and we said, this is where are these numbers coming from? So that's why we are saying IBC has a responsibility. And this time around, because of the pain that the Kenyans have gone through, IBC had better know. The responsible people. I'm happy I'm standing in Lodwar where the chairman of IEBC comes from. And I'm sure he understands that it is their impartial, make sure that the election is free and fair as is required by the Constitution. Without that, where the Kenyans have reached, they will say no. They will say to be very, very careful, make sure that they do the right thing.
Yeah, maybe langu yeah, naona kwamba kampeni yako sana imeshamiri vijana, na ukitazama wale ambao wako nyuma yako
Thank you. The youths are more than 75% of the Kenyan population. Why? Mainly because the economy has been ravaged. I am with the youths because the youths understand what I stand for. The youths understand that I want to bring a system that will be fair to everyone. For any favors. The youths are not asking for any favors. The youths are not saying that they be given this or that. What they want is a fair system. Anybody for him to get a job. They want, if they are the positions which are available, to be advertised, and they compete fairly. That's what they want. They are the majority of the population in this country, and the government must come up with programs that address their issues. You cannot have a government where which is looting resources left, right, and center, not caring about what the youths are having. When you go taxing even airtime, you know that's what the youths are using. You are taxing everything that the youths are using. That's why I'm with the youths. And I mean, they have come on their own. They have come on their own because they understand that I want a fair system which will take care of their needs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're still going to be here for the whole weekend. I know some of you wanted to ask questions. I apologize. We have to do something else. Thank you very much. You're very grateful. God bless you. Thank you so much.